Yo, Dr. Driscoll, busting bits, and for real, I probably could have made this a full-length busting bits feature. Yo, so today we're talking about oversaturated Souls. I think it's gone too far. It was cool in the beginning. Like, for me, the Dark Souls first one is obviously, you know, like the best one. But Jesus Christ, you guys took something and just ran the fuck out of it. Like, it was like Guitar Hero. Remember that? Like, everyone was like, ah, cool, Guitar Hero, you got the peripherals. Then there was like Rock Band and Guitar Smith. Just stop. You know what I mean? Like, I get, you know, everyone wants to cash in on something like that. But, and the obviously, like, a major difference between the original and these games. The games I have written down that, I mean, there's more. There are a lot more. Like, I just figured out one and I had to write it down. I'm cool with Salt and Sanctuary because it is essentially what Terraria did to Minecraft, right? It just took something that was 3D, turned it 2D, and still kind of kept some of the aspects of it. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. The Surge, I didn't play it. I watched my friend play it, you know, PS4 share play. And it is just a technological Dark Souls. However, it's created by the people Lords of Fallen, and I can actually tell. Just because of the movements and stuff, and it's not chunky as Lords of the Fallen, but same movements. What is it, Nioh? Koei Tecmo had something going, because at least, at the bare minimum, at least I could understand this game and what it was doing. It's like, you know, all these samurai heroes, they're possessed, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, cool, you know, and it had like a sense to it, like, okay, I finally get a storyline in Souls, right? One that I can actually just full-on follow without reading descriptions of weapons and whatnot. But they overcomplexed the game by having the key thing, and that was kind of stupid. And the 3 different positions, which is cool, but at the same time not really. Like, the game's already hard. Now I got like 2 additional things to worry about to up the difficulty, and they really didn't need it. Code Vein, which is like, I guess it's new, it's the anime version of all this Dark Souls shit, and I'm just like, whatever. Like I said, Lords of the Fallen, that was clunky. Like, it was just really chunky controls. I hit attack buttons. Let It Die, it's supposed to be a really silly one, and I watched gameplay of it. I'm not enthralled by it. And then there's Sinner that I just seen. Like I said, I mean, there's more, but Sinner, for some reason, I decided to write down. To me, they're missing the point of the difficulty in it. Like, the difficulty isn't getting your ass beat like 30 times before you finally beat the boss, right? It's knowing movements, knowing when to strike, obviously being observant of your area and so forth and so on. And, you know, and that's what these games, they just put things in there and be like, okay, well, you know, he does all these moves and this, that, and the third, and okay, like, you know, if he hits you, it does an amassed amount of damage. Cool, I guess, but it's just too much sometimes. Sometimes I feel like they don't even play it, and they just put it in there and like, okay, well, see if you can do this because, you know, hey, you like difficulty. Like, no, that's not what I wanted. Fuck that, right? And then obviously a storyline is what like any good game needs a storyline. I don't know, none of these feel as good as the first one, obviously, and that's probably why the oversaturation is unnecessary. None of these games will ever be like, oh man, that's very Souls, you know, like, it's, I guess I could feel the Dark Souls essence, but I can't really feel, you know, I'm in love with you, but not in love, or whatever that stupid shit is. I don't know what that is. I'm black, we don't do that shit. But that's kind of what this is. It's like, I feel the game, but I'm not infill with it. That's stupid. This oversaturation of Souls, I don't know what to say other than stop trying to scam people for money, right? Like, I know you guys, some of you may like just making games, but, and Dark Souls may be inspiration, but stop it. This is literally just a cash grab at this point. None of you really did the Souls series any justice. Seriously, it's just another Souls game that we pick up and go, eh. Like, the only other Souls-esque game that obviously got honors is Bloodborne, and that's just because difficulty, they did it the right way. It's the company, obviously, who made Dark Souls. They wanted to do it this way in the beginning, and they had a cool theme for it. Like, man, yo, so I'm Dr. Driscoll. I just busted the bits on Souls. Yo, I'm ever changing, and I know this new stuff is kind of weird, and I'm just playing around with things. I might go back to the original. I don't know how I feel, but